Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about the mixed special election results. Okay, so some highly anticipated elections occurred. Both parties claimed victories, both real and rhetorical. We'll see if we can sift through the rhetoric to find clear signs and trends. Starting off with the one where the result was actually in doubt, the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. It was important to start with because the race would determine the balance of the Supreme Court in the state. And with all of the highly partisan actions being undertaken by government officials, it's highly likely to be an incredibly important court. The races there aren't partisan, so officially neither candidate was a Republican or a Democrat. But it's well known who the liberal or conservative judge is. In this case, it was made even easier by Elon dumping millions into the race in controversial ways to support the conservative candidate. That money turned out to be wasted. The latest shows Susan Crawford, the liberal, winning easily with an almost double-digit lead. The conservative Elon-backed candidate getting defeated in such a convincing way when just a few months ago the state voted Trump shows how much Trump's sway is weakening in the state that is likely to be on the front lines of Trump's tariff wars. Now in Florida, there were two races for congressional seats. Both are in reliably deep red districts. While Democrats hoped for a win, it was unlikely they'd be able to muster the voter turnout to flip the seats. The Republican candidates won both races, but that's not really the end of the story. In both races, in every single county in both districts, the Republican candidate won by significantly less of a margin than Trump did a few months ago. It looks like the swing is about 15 points toward the Democratic Party. And here's the biggest news. Escambia County flipped blue. I think the last time Escambia voted for a Democratic candidate for president was for Kennedy. That signals a huge problem for Trump. Escambia is heavily tied to the military through Pensacola Naval Air Station. It certainly appears that the naval aviators are trying to send Trump a signal. I can't imagine what they might be mad about. Maybe they'll have a group chat about it. Republicans are saying it shows how people are fired up for the president's agenda. That seems more like wishful thinking. The massive swing away from the Republican Party occurred in every county. It wasn't a fluke. It's a trend. If this trend holds nationwide, any Republican representative that isn't in a district that favors them by at least 12 points should worry. Because those deep red districts might have just become competitive. Of course, for them to be truly competitive, the Democratic Party will have to actually run candidates in every district and give them access to resources. The headline from the elections is, Dems win Wisconsin, GOP holds Florida. The subtext was double-digit swings away from the Republican Party from Wisconsin to Florida. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.